Hello everyone and welcome on today's video. So I've been counting the votes for the pot for the little tree, and it is undeniable pot number 4 won the contest. So tomorrow when the sun shines a little, I'm going to repot this tree in pot number 4. So thanks all for participating and see you in a few seconds. So here we are now, it's the day after, and well, the weather is nice and there's a little sun and the pot is clean and everything is ready. I have thick lava here, final lava here, so let's go to work. So of course the first thing to do is getting this tree out of the pot. And I don't know how much roots there are now, but we will soon find out. Just wiggling the tree out. I don't think he has a whole lot of roots, but well, might be more than I expected. Okay, what's this? Okay, so quite a lot of roots. Yeah, well, that's good. So I'm gonna clean this up and comb the roots out. The substrate is quite wet. It's been raining for days now. Today is the first nice day of the season. You can hear that from the surrounding noises. All the neighbors are outside doing something and making lots of noise. Okay, just continue to clean this up, and then I'm gonna rinse this and I'll be back when this is done. So this is done, and I hope you can see it. We have at some spots different layers of roots. So I'm going to remove the top one here. In order to have, well, to finish with one layer of roots, of course. So roots on top of each other, well, don't need that. I think it's quite okay. There's not a whole lot I have to do here. So I'm going to comb this out. So that I can distribute this all evenly. Sorry about the noise. I'm lacking some roots here, which is a bit of a shame because this is supposed to be the front. But maybe in time roots will come. The roots on the back are a little better, but this has to be the front because the tree is leaning towards this side. So this is what I want for the root spread, and now I'm just going to make a nice circle so that all the roots fit in the pot. I must say I was a little surprised about the choice that everyone made, because if you take in consideration the traditional pot choice that you would have in Japan, you would have to choose a glazed pot, and because this is a small tree you could use a colored pot. And that proves that the viewers of this channel have different meanings, which makes me very happy. So let's take the pot now. So every pot has a front, even round pots. And as a front you can choose one of the feet, or maybe take 2 feet, but then the front will be here. So I don't know, well, this looks quite okay for me. So I'm going to do it that way. I have some drainage screens installed. I'm going to take some thick lava, like this. And then some smaller substrate, which is also lava but with organic material. Now the tree really has very flat roots. See, here is where the air layer was cut loose. So I want, of course, this tree to stand above the lip of the pot. So I'm going to add some more soil. So now I need to position the tree in the pot, and well, I'm going to do it not really in the center, but maybe a little more like this, so that the movement gives us a little space here. There are 2 trunks, and I think it is better to put one in the front and one in the back. So of course I'm going to put the big one in the front by just turning it a little, and that means that the perspective will give you the idea that this small one is even smaller and the big one is even bigger. The other good thing about that is that, I hope you can see the top, that this wound here is completely hidden. Now I must fix this tree in the pot, because it's just, well, standing there and the roots are not strong enough to keep it in position. So I can of course cover this with soil, and I will have to do that, but maybe I have another idea to do this and at the same time push the roots down a little. So 1 second. So as you see now, the tree is slightly to the front and slightly to the left side, and I'm going to add a little more soil to cover the roots, but this will not bring the roots down or push them down. So I will press it down a little to be sure that I have no air pockets, or not too much. And then in the past I used rocks, stones, to put on top of it. Oh. But now I think I'm going to use toilet paper. So I'm going to take small pieces of toilet paper, then I'm going to put on top, and they will push the remaining roots down. Of course, this toilet paper will not last for months here, and I don't want it to. Oh man, it's flying away, it's the wind. So where is it? Here. I hope it does not stay for months. And I'm going to cover this up with some extra soil. Okay, so don't do that on a windy day. But this should make just the layer that pushes the whole thing down. And now I'm gonna push and give the whole thing some pressure, and then with a brush get this leveled. So I think now I'm just pushing the air pockets out, pushing the roots nice and flat, because, well, with the toilet paper no root is able to stick out now. So I have to clean up the excess soil, of course. So any little brush will do. Just trying to see where the tree comes out of the ground, without, of course, removing too much soil from the toilet paper. It's okay to leave the soil a little too high. In my case, I must say, in my case, because I noticed that when I water the tree for the first time, well, the ground goes a little deeper. So that's what I'm going to do now. Give the tree a good watering. So the tree's been watered, and I have some of the pieces of moss that I removed from the other pot. I'm just going to add them to give this composition a little more color. And that's all that I will have to do now. The tree is quite stable, so I'm quite happy. It's not wired in. The only thing I have to do now is, well, clean the pot a little, of course, and that's all. See, the tree is leaning forward a little. This is the back, and again the front. I want to thank you all for helping me choosing the pot. It's been very interesting to hear other people's ideas and advice. And thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.